The foundation of Monroe County Community Schools was established for the purpose of ensuring that we have the resources needed to ensure that kids are prepared to succeed in school and succeed in life. There are a great deal of unknowns right now about the future of public education in our community. We know that we have a crisis right this very minute. We know that we had to cut $6 million from our budget. We need to be certain that they can read at grade level, and we need to be certain that they're engaged in school, that they're prepared for life after school, that they're graduating, that they're understanding the significance of their education. And if we can't provide the resources right now today to support those kids and those teachers, then we lose kids for the next 4 or 5 years while we figure out how to answer the big problems that are haunting public education today.
Well, the campaign to me is extremely important. I actually said no the first time I was asked, but I had not read the article in the newspaper. But after I had read it, I realized, oh my gosh, I have to get involved with this.
Having been an educator all of my life, I really believe in the mission of this committee and what we're going to be doing in Bloomington to support the Monroe County community school system.
Well, I've been on the FMCCS Foundation board for a number of years, and I've been very impressed with the work that they've done. It just seemed to me important for the community to step up, and the foundation seemed to be the best vehicle for that.
This campaign is really important to me because I think that the children in this community deserve the absolute best from the adults in this community, the businesses in this community.
I agreed to serve on this campaign because I believe education, skills and competencies of individuals, quality of life are all wrapped together.
Probably the most important cost for me is students not staying in school. And it's not only the students who are so-called at risk who drop out of school, but it's students who are bored, who really should be challenged more than they are. There are too many students dropping out now, and with the cuts in some of these programs and loss of teachers and larger class sizes, the likelihood is that more students will be dropping out.
It starts with public education. It starts with the ability of all of our citizens to have a stellar education.
One of the real challenges, I think, for our society and all societies is that if you look at the people on welfare rolls, 3 out of 4 are illiterate. And what we know is that the illiterate cannot read a help wanted ad, cannot then complete an application and apply for a job. If they're not getting jobs, they're not spending money in the community, which means then jobs aren't created in the community, which then just creates a vicious cycle of illiteracy, no jobs available, no investment, and the resulting decline in the economy of the community.
I think the community coming together is what got me. When they talked about how important and the implications that our education has on our community, I think that hit hard. We really all need to step up. It's going to affect everybody, not just the kids and not just the parents. It's going to affect every single citizen of this community if you think of the ripple effect.
A lot of people are concerned that people my age, the graying of America, don't want to support schools anymore because they have no children in schools. Well, many have grandchildren in schools, as we do. We would not think of turning our back on these young learners because the future of our society, and certainly Bloomington and beyond, depends on these young learners.
Stepping up means doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Stepping up means being passionate about what you want to put your dollar into.
It is very reasonable to ask our citizens to invest in the future and the quality of life that exists in our community.
We depend on the success of K through 12 to attract the students that we want to attract. If K-12 is unsuccessful, then higher education is going to be unsuccessful in producing the kind of graduates who can help the economy of the state.
Schools are there to support students and to help them learn and to help them become engaged in their own learning.
It benefits us all if our children can read and are educated, but it benefits that child and makes their life so much more full and whole and complete.
There's going to be a new reality in public education, and I think that we're going to have to spend some time understanding and embracing what that reality is going to mean for kids. But in the meantime, we have a whole generation of kids that we cannot afford to lose. So this is our chance right now, at this very moment, to stand up and say, we have to keep our eye on the kids of today while we're preparing the community for tomorrow.